Yeah. Welcome to West Coast Reactive Podcast, number one independent podcast in the world. I need you to go to westcoastreactive.com, number one independent website in the world. Why, you ask? Because it's me, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, Jaron Draws, and the whole family. Tune in, stay active, don't miss out, get some merch, freshen up. Summertime's coming. We need to stay busy. Much love to y'all. Hit the subscribe button, like, share, do all that good stuff, and get at me. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
what up? What up? What up? What up? What up, everyone? What's poppin'? It's your boy G-Lew. I'm up in here with my homeboy Big Silencer. West Coast, we active tonight, y'all. Tap in. What's poppin', homie?
Man, see, we got a professionalism in the house tonight. We got the OG G-Lew in the motherfucking mix, and it's an honor to have you tonight, my dog.
Man, it's an honor to be here, bro. Thank you for having me. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to your wifey, DJ Heavily, everyone behind the scenes. You know what I mean? The whole church, the congregation, and everyone out there tapped in tonight or watching us, man. Appreciate the love. I am here.
Most definitely. And G-Lew, 16,000 subs, almost 20K.
Yeah.
Been pushing, man. You are a grinder in this game, dog. Like you got all the oldies, you got stories, you got hip hop. You're a musical person at heart. I could tell from the jump.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into your story from my side to yours. Who is G-Lew, and where do you come from?
Man, G-Lew is like you said a couple words ago. Like, music is me. You know what I mean? That's from the jump. G-Lew is Lewis House. You know what I mean? I got that name from my pops. May he rest in peace. But I was pretty much like born into music, bro. Because some people heard this before, but my pops, rest in peace. He was into music heavy. You know what I mean? From all the way from when he was a kid in the band and having bands and all that to later. Becoming in radio, you know what I mean? And if you're familiar with radio, anyone out there familiar with radio and how that goes, how that works, my dad was a program director. He was a DJ, but he turned out to be a program director, which is a PD. And everyone out there in the music industry or whatever knows that PDs are very important even to this day. They pretty much, run the radio. They're like the head person at the radio station, controls stuff, see what gets played and all that, you know what I mean, goes to the program director. So that's what my dad was. So early, I'm just a kid at this time, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s. And my dad was like the program director, like the man. First and foremost, let me tell you this. Okay, I was born in Florida, right? That's where my dad is, my family. But I moved. My dad and mom got divorced. My mom, was already out here, out in California. Had family, but she moved permanently to California, and her and my dad got a divorce. So I moved to California when I was like in kindergarten. You know what I mean? So just day one. But my dad was doing his thing in Florida, and that's where he was heavy in radio at. So I would come to Florida every summer, to be with my pops. And as I'm getting older and just learning, I'm seeing what's going on and how important he was and what he did. And that's why I learned from an early age about music and records. This when we had vinyl still and all that. So my dad had the crates of records because not only was he work at the radio station, but he was a DJ who DJ'd at clubs and all this. So this is shit I learned early. So I'm in the crates all the time already learning the records. I would learn all the records. So I learned how to spin, do all that. But more importantly, I would always pay attention to the records as well. Back then we had vinyl and, you had the cover on the back. You had credits and who produced what and where the record was made, I would get the numbers to the record, to everything, you know what I mean? Study all that. So I just been a student of the game. So again, shout out to my pops, and I learned a lot of stuff growing up early on, even with rapping. I wrote my first rap probably 7 years old because my pops as well. In the summertime, they would have like those summer jams or summer concerts that all the radio stations put on every year. And so shit, he would let me get up there and do my thing. So it goes that far back. But again, I am music. I came up just in music, even before I got into everything else. Music has always been in me regardless of whatever else I was doing. You know what I mean? Music has always been a part of me. And then people always ask me, like, even the plaques back there, those come from my pops, from all artists he worked with, or since he was a
Oh shit.
program director, he helped break their records, you know what I mean, and helped them go platinum. So I got Bobby Brown, Hammer, Stevie Wonder, all these people, and some of these people I got to meet as I was a kid, like New Edition and Janet Jackson and Two Live Crew. You know, a lot of people just as a kid, you know, I didn't know, but, you know, as a kid, you know, so I just come up in this shit, bro. You know what I mean? At least when I was a kid, and later on, you know, my dad, he got out of the business because the radio station he was at, it just, a lot of shit he went through, you know what I mean? And he later passed, but those times there I remember, you know what I mean? So music is just in me, bro.
That's a crazy story right there, man. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
in short.
I've been around. That's not short at all. I mean, that's a long story short. You know what I mean? Records. You want to take me there real quick. What are some of the records that you were inspired by that you found in those crates, and like what did you look for like the most?
Man, I was there since, like I said, I ain't gonna say all the way day one. I remember, so I ain't gonna be like I'm Sugar Hill Gang and Furious and you know, those cats. You know, I'm not gonna go that far back, but early '80s. I mean, I was there when it really started popping, like Run DMC. That's how I remember, like one of my first records that I really loved, and my dad had the record, so I would get up there and cut it and play it back to back, and Sucker MCs by Run DMC, one of my first joints that really inspired me, man, and really made me fall in love with hip hop. And like I told you, I was going to the Fresh Fests and all this shit back in the '80s, bro. Little kid, you know what I mean? So I got to see all this firsthand. Run DMC, LL Cool J, Houdini, Beastie Boys, all these people perform, you know, as a kid, and you know, and just made me love hip hop. So to answer your question, records like Run DMC, you know, really inspired me. LL Cool J, Bigger and Deffer, you know, records like that.
What was it like meeting some of those artists as a kid? That must be crazy because I bring my son around a lot of celebrities and shit, and he trips out, doesn't really know who they are, you know what I mean? But he still trips out, and then later on he finds out that they were someone big and shit. So
Yeah, it was like that, but a little different because I knew who these people were, right? Even though I was a kid, so it probably don't hit the same like you said, but I knew who these people were, the ones I did meet, and man, it was just exciting, man. You know what I mean? And really something I never forgot, you know. So that's why later on now it's a lot of people. You know, everything is kind of just regular. And I ain't gonna say regular. It's a blessing to meet people and all that, but you know, as you get older, it's not all like, especially you've been around a lot of people, bro. You know what I mean? It's just about respect. People are human beings the same way as you, but you definitely have a real high respect for some of these people. When you meet them, you just like, wow, you got to just keep it cool. You feel me?
yeah, my ass. I didn't have a father and shit. So like I told my lady, I said when I talk to Snoop, all these people like that, they're like a father figure to me because
Right.
their music basically fucking raised me.
Right.
I just listened to music to keep my mind off
For sure. That part
bullshit.
too. Music, that's another thing you touched on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but music, not only like that was my pops too. Music, bro, raised me. Whatever artist, and that's what I love about hip hop. I hate it now that it's come to that where it's well, I ain't gonna say that. I can't speak for younger generation, but at that time, hip hop was so diverse. We got to listen to a lot of different shit. We didn't have to listen to one thing. You know, now everything kind of sounds the same, even different artists. But that's what you loved hip hop for, because different artists you got to learn about. You know, if we in LA, bro, we can learn about the Bay, Spice One, and we can get a different feel of what they doing out there. You can listen to Ghetto Boys and see what's going on in Texas and Houston and get a feel, or Luke and see what's popping in Miami. You know, they booty shaking, you know what I mean? Or New York, you already know what was going on in Mecca, you know. So it's like now, shit, you don't know who the fuck is who. Everyone in LA sound like Atlanta, you know, and shit like that. So it's like, you feel me, bro? And not to shit on the youngsters, because they getting a whole lot of money now, though. But I'm just saying hip hop was really more diverse, you know, so it made you love it more.
It just looks like they're getting money. They ain't getting shit.
Okay, I don't know.
These motherfuckers take
Okay.
360 deals, they're gonna be washed out in the motherfucking next. You speak on it, my dog. Shit on it.
Okay, okay. Well, fuck it. We gonna speak on it. Hey, I was
Everything.
trying to be cool, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna shit on nobody. But we gonna keep it real though. And also give a shout out to the church. I gotta get you from the church, so I gotta give a shout out to the church, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to the bishop, man.
Church. Hey, yeah, he's
Go
doing
ahead.
good right now. He just told young Jaron Dross happy birthday in the
That's right.
DM the other day. That was real dope as fuck.
Shout out to the bishop.
Yeah, man, he's a good man. And shout out to everyone involved. Let's get into it though, Doug. What got you into the music scene?
Like I said, it was just already in me, bro. But fast forward, of course, I was a kid then, so music really for me came later, like getting serious with it and all that. I didn't really get serious. I always kind of wrote raps and was doing my stuff here and there, But the streets called me, bro. I got into the streets real early, so
Okay.
that music was like a back burner. But I always loved music, but no, I wasn't taking that serious until probably I don't know. I was probably like in my 20s and just started like getting serious with it again. You know what I mean? Hooked up with another homie and we started doing stuff, and going and started buying studio because back then it was different too, man. It wasn't like easy now to just record and shit. You had to get studio time, so we made that happen, and I started doing my stuff and probably really put some real shit down like in 97, 98.
Really?
And kind of went from there. But what really for me got me going was still just my love for music. So when I really dug into it deep is when I decided to invest in myself. And that was like early 2000s something. I don't know. I went, man, and just said I'm gonna go up here to the Guitar Center or whatever, and I invested in me, man, and bought some studio equipment, bro. And I just never looked back from then. You know what I mean? I never looked back. I always just kept learning it, and because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have no one to teach me, bro. It wasn't like I went to a school, this music school, or I was over here, even when I had studio time, I wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. So when I got my stuff, I learned myself, and it took a minute, bro. I was recording and not knowing how to mix, and you know what I mean? So you get, it took a couple years. It was like, yeah, but once I learned it, I never looked back, man. So I invested in myself, and that's what really pushed me to get involved with music more and more. So, now it's been like, 15 years, man. So, really going strong with it. You know what I'm saying? I got like 20 projects out before iTunes and shit. Now on iTunes, I probably got like 12 joints on there. But before that, I had a gang of shit. So I've been doing this, man. You know what I mean? I'm still doing it. I don't give a fuck how old I get. I'm just doing it because I can do it too. You know what I mean? So I just love music, bro.
And I hope you don't ever stop, man, because we
And
need
we
more.
gonna get down too.
Me-
Didi told me, I was late, but I got some stuff, man. So hopefully I'm gonna send you some stuff and see if we can get out.
Oh, we're gonna get down, dog. I just got my new Neumann mic right here.
Oh
Fucking
we,
sounds so good,
oh
dog. Look at
we.
this motherfucking microphone. Um, yeah, man, you make that OG music. You make good music.
Thank you.
Let's take it back a little bit. You said the streets consumed you before the music.
Yeah,
Uh, Where'd you grow up at?
man. I grew up like I told you in L.A. First, we touched down in like West L.A. Off La Brea and Pico. You know what I mean, on the west side early. And then, so that was my area right there. Like I said, La Brea and Pico, if anyone's familiar with that, right up the street from Word on Wheels and all that shit. So, grew up there, and then we moved to Alhambra, then the SGV. You've been in SGV, so that's right up the street. And just all those surrounding El Sereno, San Gabriel, you know what I mean, Pasadena a little bit, but really that area right there, the SGV. And that's really where I grew up, besides still going back and forth to my aunts on the weekends in West LA, but that's where I grew up in the SGV. And like I said, man, the streets just early because it's surrounded, with gangs and all that. And even before the gangs, just coming outside, tagging and just, man, it was early for us, man. I was like 12 years old already out there, man, just all over the place, running around on the RTD everywhere. You know what I mean? And it was just me. I had two older brothers. You know what I mean? One of my older brothers, well, both my older brothers was doing their thing already in the streets. But they were older than me, 6 years old and 4 years old. So when you're a kid, that's a big difference. So they weren't like hanging around me. I couldn't really hang around them, but I had homies and we were just already getting into stuff already early. And then when the gang shit came, probably like 8th grade, because you're already getting groomed to this shit. Like I said, you're tagging 1 year, doing that and running around, and that just turns into the gang shit when you get old enough and it hits you. You know what I mean? And for me, I didn't per se just have to join the gang and all that. Didn't even want to. I didn't think I would because at that time, even when it came in, my homies, because it's really all about your friend, your peers, and who you're around, and that's really how it works. You know what I mean? The homies were starting to get in, one, two homies, but at that time, when it kicked in, I was starting to do other stuff. You know what I mean? I started getting back into music again. I got with this crew, like this music crew. They was like a music crew and dance crew, and went around did parties everywhere. So I'm around everywhere in LA doing that stuff. So that was consuming me. But same time, shit is going on, and like I said, your peers, your homeboys, your day one homies is who you're around the most. And one homie, two homies started getting from the neighborhood, and I would still be kicking it with the homies. And one thing leads to another. I had a couple altercations because we moved. I think we moved to El Sereno, and you already know, you know what I mean, how that goes. So had some issues, and it just got to a point, man. I just, you know what I mean, it was time, and I did it. I won't say it's time now because I go back. I probably wish I wouldn't have done that, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I can't take anything back, and I don't regret anything. And I came from the neighborhood in like 89, you know what I'm saying, 89, 90. And I was like 15, and by that time, it's just all in, man, just running the streets and doing our stuff. So that's why I say that the streets kind of took me real early. And even from that, I went on a long journey, probably the next 5 years of a lot of things in my life, you know what I mean? Before I could even probably think about music again. So, like I just said, in general, the streets and a lot of other things got a hold of me, and I was just fully fledged in the streets, from gangbanging to selling dope. Early, I started selling dope and all that crack on me like 16, 17, and it was just all down here from that. Had a lot of issues, man. Got kicked out of school, all that. Got a case, and just already had a child, man, at 18. It was a lot going on with me at that time, and I was lost, man. It didn't probably try three more years later till I had to go get locked up and do some other things. So I really kind of got a grip on myself and got some things in order. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a long journey, bro. But long story short, that's what's happening. But go ahead, bro. I don't want to take up too much time on that.
Oh, that's crazy. I mean, did you ever get to build a relationship with your child and stuff like that?
Man, the thing about that, yeah, I did, and me and my daughter, man, my daughter, she's grown now, and doing great. She's graduated from college, and master's degree. You know what I mean? Shout out to my daughter Deidre. She's doing great things. You know what I mean? Thank you, bro. Shout out to her. But that was a journey as well. I'm not gonna sit here and say everything was perfect because it wasn't. It was ups and downs, smiles and frowns, bro. But by the grace of God, everything, worked out. And that's my only child, too. I only had one child, bro. But my daughter, man, she is doing great. And I'm blessed to have her, man. And thank you for asking.
Yeah, God is great, man. God is so great. All right, well, the journey continues for G-Lew. Where'd the positivity come in with you, man? Because you're always on here inspiring people, and you're always giving people flowers, and
Right.
you keep good people going, man. And that's why I always tune in, even if it's just good music.
Right.
Where did you find the light?
Man, I think that's always been in me. Like I ain't gonna sit up here and say, like I said, I've been in the streets, I did all that. But as a person, you are. I was always I wasn't no grimy dude or no crazy dude. A lot of shit I did, I probably didn't even have to do, but I maybe had to just to go through it for myself or whatever. But I always been at heart, I know a good dude, you know what I mean, and just who I am. I'm no grimy dude. I've done some grimy shit in my life, but I'm one that knows better and learn. Even if it took a little time, because a lot of things was instilled in me as a youngster, whether I just ignored them. There's a lot of shit I was told. My pops told me a lot of shit not to do, and I did it. My mom, but you know how it is. Me coming up, you know what I mean. You hard headed. You think you know it all, and all of this shit. But a lot of shit I could avoid it, homie, because my pops told me. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like they didn't tell me and people didn't try. You know what I mean? I chose my own path and everything I did, bro. So I say that to say a lot of this shit was already instilled with me as a kid and growing up. I knew a lot of this shit already. So to be a good person, or try to be the best person I could be, that was just already in me, man. It's naturally like that. And especially now when like I said, I'm older and everything I'm aware of now. You know what I mean? So all my intentions are good, even if sometimes they wind up bad or somebody else thinks they're bad. At heart, my intentions are good because that's all I'm trying to push. Because I know for me, that's what I got to do for me. For because you get what you give. You know, that's one thing I learned as I got older and got knocked, hit my head enough that, man, bro, it's you know what I mean? It's real, bro. You get what you give. You know, karma, all this shit is real. It's receipts for everything you do. So don't try to put out more good than bad. Try to cut all the bad shit out. And I know sometimes it's hard because we still human. But intentionally doing bad and foul shit, you know what I mean? I cut that out of my diet, bro.
That's right. Yeah, man. I know everyone has to go through like a tragic situation. Like I lost good friends and shit like that. Snap me
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just
All
want
that. I've been through all that. Lost good people, bro. Done a lot of bullshit, and I know I did. You know what I mean? I'm man up to admit that. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I had to go through that because now, you know, I do know. You know what I mean? And that's just the person I am and what I try to push and want around me, or you know what I mean? So I just know that now. So again, you know, I'm glad you brought that up because that's something, you know, I did lose good people too, man. You know, and but you know, I talked to God about that, and you know, and just apologize and repented for certain things. You know what I mean? That's all I can do, man, and just do better now. That's why I say. That's why I do. You know what I mean? If you know better, you got to do better. So that's just what I try to push, bro.
yeah, and that's why I'm giving you your flowers, man. You're a righteous dude. You know,
Thank you, homie.
you keep me positive. I'll tune into your show just to get some positivity and some light. You know, hear some other people's stories, or just like I said, like I was gonna ask you right now. What brought together your team? How did you develop your team? You got a couple ladies running some stuff. You got Dee Dee
Yeah,
Hairston. You got the other homegirl
yeah,
over there. I'm sure I'm horrible with names, but
yeah.
I know
Queen
you got
Jean.
Queen Jean. You got a strong team, dog.
Yeah,
Are they
I
your
mean,
sisters? Are they cousins? Are they family?
nah. Everyone is well. Some is family, but everyone is just this family in a way that we came together as family, and it's just like everything. And I can't forget my homies because I got a radio show too. That's where all of this starts. Even with the YouTube, I tell people that's why it's called After Hours because I have a radio show. I originally do. I've been doing for like 10 years now on Blog Talk Radio, the G-Lew show, and I started with the YouTube, just coming on after the radio show and be like, you know, this the after hours. You know what I mean? So that's where it started. But as far as the team, things just came together, man. I can't even tell you. We came together on different aspects. Like Dee Dee, I came together with her on something else, doing some other things because she's an author and a publisher. She does books and other things, and we kind of came together on that tip, doing some things with that. And she was a part of my show doing something else, and it just God works in those type of ways, bro, where he brings it together. Again, Queen Jean was just someone that always listened to my show and was always just there and supportive, and she would come on from time to time and talk and speak, and we just created a relationship, you know. And then I'm just the type too, bro. I don't never want to be just doing this like by myself or just thinking it's all about me. Even when I do these shows, that's why you see me do the music, because I really love the music. I let the music speak. I'm not one to just get up here and just talk and talk. I'm not saying people can, but I know that's not really me. You know what I mean? So I try to get people involved, and I want to give everyone a shot. So all these people came, and I had an idea like, well, we could do this, we could do that, and I want everyone involved, and especially, like you said, women. You know, you can't go wrong with strong women on. You know that. I see your wife, DJ Heavenly, is your partner. You know what I mean? And she
That's my
makes a lot
ace.
of shit happen. So you already know how that goes, bro.
Yeah, man, and that's why I noticed you got a strong team, and I salute these ladies helping you, man. And
Thank you.
I wanted to know, you know what I mean? Like, how'd you put together such a strong team? You know, they're basically publicists, AR directors.
All of that.
They're running the game behind the
All of
show. So
that,
I gotta
bro.
give a salute to the
You,
ladies.
you got to salute, and I'm glad you mentioned that and brought that up because, you know, I can't tell them enough how much, you know, I appreciate them and how much they make, you know, my job so easier. Because like you said, not only are they like the publishers of things they do, but they're like really my assistants as well. They do stuff they don't even have to, you know what I mean? And it's just, that just shows you though the love though, because I know they wouldn't do it if they didn't love me like that or have love for me or fuck with me like that, bro. So, you know what I mean? They do stuff I don't even ask them to do. So that lets me know, again, like you just mentioned a few minutes ago, the love I have, I have to be this way and give the love and show it and let people know, bro, because it's given to me. Like you said, I got a strong team, and they do a lot of stuff, man, for me, bro, that people wouldn't even know, man. And like I said, a lot of stuff I don't even ask, and it all just comes together. But man, again, man, I'm really thankful for them, you know.
Yeah,
Teamwork makes the dream work.
man, my lady always says that. That's her saying right there. Shout out to DJ Heavenly. She always says
DJ
teamwork.
Heavenly, what up?
What up, Incredible Javier? What up,
Javier,
DJ?
that's my boy. That's my brother. I told him that's my brother from another. I know that's your right hand man. Congratulations to you and Javier on this fucking Traviesos animated series, #1 on YouTube in my book. You know, you guys are making history. I tell them that every day, and I'm proud of you guys, man. You know what I mean? And I know that thing is gonna take off. You know, once you guys really get behind it, because it just gets better and better, and it's creative. And then I like how you get everyone involved. See, that's the thing about Javier's channel, why he has a lot of love too. It's all about team. He gets the people. It's like a family over there. You know what I mean? So shout out to him and shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I'm a
Season
miniature
finale tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm new to this podcast shit, but you guys are OGs in the game, and I respect you guys. I learn a lot from you guys. You know what I mean? I watch you guys religiously just to learn. You know what I mean? Like,
you doing your stuff. Shout out to you. You know, I know I comment sometimes to tell you I can't always just tap in with you, but I want to let you know I'll be watching you, bro, and I'm seeing you. You know, that's how I was like with my radio show early on. I see you grinding. Like, you be on here like damn near every night with a new interview. I'm like, this shit. My boy over there got interviews on deck every day, and he ain't interviewing no Rudy Poos. You know what I mean? My boy be over here with the big dogs. I'm like, man, I'll be so proud of you, man. So a lot of times I can't always tap in, but I'll be wanting to let you know, bro, I'm watching you, and I see you grinding, and I'm proud of you, man, because you doing your stuff, man. I know it's you know, but you know how this shit goes. Just keep putting the work in. It's gonna grow every day, and before you know it, you're gonna be popping. And then because you already putting in all the work. So by the time it pop off, you're gonna be seasoned, homie. You're gonna be spoon and groomed, whipped and dipped. You ready to go because you already in the game, bro. I see in the people you interview, and I'm like, wow. I see this person, that person. Some of these people I interview too, and I'm like, wow, man. So I'm proud of you, homie.
thank you so much, man. I appreciate
Yes, sir.
it. And if anyone's watching and they want to be a part of the podcast, this is another major platform that you could be a part of, the G-Lew Show podcast. It booms, man. Every time he gets on, the people are tuning in and they're showing love, and he's always showing love for music people. So it doesn't matter what genre you are. If you know me, you could get at G-Lew, you know what I mean, to be a part of his show.
It's all love, man. It's all love where we do it at, man. No color lines, like 92.3 The Beat used to say, and it's just family. Like I said, man, we make it happen, and I want to be an example. I'm never gonna get on. I tell people this too. You never gonna see me on my platform pushing bullshit narratives and negativity and get on there with the fucking the TMZ shit and talking about this and that and down and just to get the views. No, I'm not gonna never do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep it all the way 100, and I gotta always look at myself every day. And I don't give a fuck if my shit don't blow. You know, because I know that's the numbers. You know, they want you doing the propaganda, but I'm just never gonna do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my channel is gonna be somewhere you can always just come get the real, and get positivity. And like I said, you know, that's just what we're gonna push, bro.
I feel like you're ahead of the game because, like, even like I see OGs, like I run with, like I know fucking Slow Jam James and all
Shout
the
out to
OGs.
Slow Jam James, Kevin.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking another OG that we were just chilling with the other day and shit. They've been doing this for so many years, dog, and you know what I mean. Like, you do this from the comfort of your home, and you make it happen just like they've been doing, you know. And they had to soak up game from so many different generations of people,
Right.
you know what I mean. And we're like eye to eye with these people, you know what I mean, because of what we know and how long, and you know, and the consistency that you keep putting in.
Right.
What kind of advice could you give to an upcoming person behind the microphone, or that's going to be a DJ or run their own show?
All I can say, man, is study the craft. Like you said, be a student of the game or whatever you're doing. Really be a student of it. You know what I mean? I know sometimes now the shit has changed where a lot of these people, they don't really put the work in because it's easy. You know what I mean? It comes easier to some than others. You know what I mean? And that's cool. And you just may have the talent, just like you have sports and athletes who just have raw fucking talent. But if they don't put the work into other work and the study and all that, you see they fall off. I don't care how tough, how tight they were, they eventually fall off when the physical shit is not there. So it's always good to learn and study because you're never going to be hot forever. But study the craft, whatever you're into. You want to be a DJ, you want to do this podcast thing, really study it, study the great, study the people that are really being successful. and some of the ones that are just not. But study just the realness and be real with whatever you do, because people are gonna remember you for that. However you come in the game is how they're gonna expect you. You can't come in one way and switch up, because people ain't gonna forget that. Even if you may blow up, okay, you may just happen to blow up and like, oh shit, I blew up, but you was this different person over here before. Don't think they ain't gonna dig that shit up on you. The internet is undefeated, homie. They gonna dig that shit up. So just keep it real with yourself. Excuse me. Whatever you do, keep it real, man. But you know, you don't have to be someone you're not. It's okay to be yourself. But whoever that self may be, wherever you think you're corny to other people or you're extra, don't be extra. Be yourself, and people are gonna love you for that. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason I love, like, my boy Javier. I be saying sometimes, like, I could do half the shit he does, but he don't give a fuck. He's vulnerable. You know what I mean? He's not going to be. And everyone knows who he is. He been to YA. He's from Florida, all that. But the homie going to get on there and be himself, not, you know, so I love that, man. So that's what I look at people like Javier. You know what I'm saying? Look at, it's many people to look at that are doing their thing great. You know what I mean? So just study the craft and be serious about what you want to do. You know what I mean? Don't play around with it. You know what I mean? Because this is serious, bro.
Most definitely, and you gotta take yourself seriously. That's the only way to succeed in this life. Whatever you want to do, just take yourself seriously.
That part.
And if you want to be a crazy motherfucker like Incredible Javier, that's just another level. You know what I mean? That's therapy right there. That's like going to counseling and shit. You want to go? That motherfucker knows how to free his mind. That makes me want to run
Yeah.
into the woods and scream and shit like ah.
Yeah. Yeah. I really, like I say, man, I love that guy for just being himself, man. You know what I mean? And homie been solid. All I got to say that too. Because this YouTube shit too, I've learned that, excuse me, you'll learn, man. A lot of people too, even with this YouTube, it get like Hollywood too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've learned that. There's a lot of people I seen. I ain't got to say no names, but I came up with seeing them start off, you know, they page, and you know what I mean. They blown up now, and then they a little different. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, I love like Javier, the homie, just been solid since I known him. You know what I'm saying? So I love people like that, man, and just again keep it real, bro. This is it's not that serious. And then some people, man, just have a great talent at this. That's why I say you just gotta just play your position, stay in your lane, man. And some people are gonna pop off. Some people are gonna say, "Damn, I can't be." No, some people are just have a natural talent or a gift, and people are gonna be drawn to what they drawn to. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? So just do you and be yourself. I love all these different platforms because all of them are different. You know what I mean? If they were the same, it wouldn't be. You know what I mean? Even though some people, we deal with the same people and all that, but if I could look at Hood Stocks, dude, hella funny to me. I'd be cracking up looking at Hood Stocks, dude. What's his name? You know what I mean? If I go over here to Javier, I know what I'm gonna get over here. It's family. It's just all love. You know what I mean? So I love what everyone else is doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? On homie Trollo Trucker, you know what I mean? So I embrace that, bro.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just fucking
You doing
rolling
your
with.
stuff, man. You putting in the work, bro.
I'm rolling with the punches and shit. I'm
You
just
putting
showing
in the
love.
work, homie. You
I I,
putting in
sh-
that work, bro.
I try to tell my lady. I said, how the fuck is someone really just hate on a motherfucker? I trip on hate, dog. Like how you gonna? I've been doing this shit for 15 years, making records. I know I'm getting on here doing the podcast shit, but I couldn't imagine someone hating on me, man. You know what I mean? It
Right.
just don't make no fucking sense.
Right, but unfortunately, it is, man. Someone right now hating on you, looking at you like, man, fuck Silencer with his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? But fuck you too. Nah, let
If
me
you if
stop.
you if you could call in and say that on the show right now, the number's on the screen 626-569-8299. I'll give
Tap
you
in, man. Tap in.
we're raffling off a pair of sucker duckers right now to the
Ooh,
first motherfucker to call in tonight.
ooh,
What up, everyone? This is G-Lew Show. The
yeah, yeah.
G-Lew Show podcast. He's an artist. He's an influencer, a podcaster. He does it all. And he's also a motivational speaker. You can tune into a show just to catch a little bit of motivation, a little bit of positivity, or just some good music. Um,
That part.
yeah, the number's on the screen. Anyone want to call and say what up to the homie? You're
What up
welcome.
out there? I can't see everyone. I'm seeing a little bit, but shout out. I see a few people, man. Shout out to everyone out there tuning in. I love y'all. You already know. See a lot of my people out there, man. So much love to everyone.
But let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Shout out to my boy Big D, keeping it real. Let's talk about it, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, how did you come up with these topics? Like, when did you? How did you get your platform? You got. Let's talk about it. We got the hookah. We got the hookah
Yeah, the hookah
lounge.
lounge. Got a shout out to the hookah lounge Saturdays. Didi used to be Queen, but it's just Didi now, and the homegirl Long Beach La La. And then Sunday we got Oldies. That Sunday just took off though. That's the show right there. Oldies rule forever. That's my biggest one. But and then we have Friday where we just focus on interviews like what you do. That's on Fridays. And then now let's talk about it because really man, it's like again it's organic, homie. And then again I'm one that always likes to involve and put other I like to see like what it was. It was organic. I was doing another show on Wednesdays after hours, like after my radio show, and I would get on there and talk kind of like about issues like what we talk about on Let's Talk About It. But like I told you, I'm cool on that, me personally. I would rather have someone, I don't like to just, me personally, sit up and just talk, bro. So I'm like, and I hooked up with the homie Big D, which was already like family. His wife is my homeboy, my close homie from my neighborhood. That's his sister. So that was already family. And then me and Big D hooked up, and I just kind of was watching Big D, what he was doing. He likes to talk a lot, but speak about a lot of topics, you know what I mean? And I was just checking him out, and, he was on my show. But then I talked to him after. I'm like, I got an idea, we could do this, bro. I like what you're doing. We could probably try to make this thing happen. We could talk about it, you know what I mean? Take certain topics and issues that affect our communities and talk about it and get some resolution and just, you know what I mean, just try to brainstorm on it. He's like, yeah. So we just gave it a shot, bro. And then I think we're about 12, 13 episodes in, and it's going pretty good, man. So yeah, shout out to the homie Big D, and we talk about it every Monday night.
Yeah, you guys like the homegirl Aaliyah Delgado saying right here, you and Big D mesh and flow together really well.
Thank you. Shout out to Elliot. That's my girl too. She's down too, man. Like all them, it's a lot of people, man. Like I gotta give love to.
Yeah, man, and the love is here. You know what I mean? That's why I brought you on here, my G. You know what I mean? You brought me on your platform. You didn't even know who I was, and you let me tell my story. You know what I mean?
Because again, we connect. I peep. You know what I mean? I peeped, I peeped you out too, homie, when you was getting down with Javier. You know what I mean? I seen you were solid homeboy and you were right there for him. But under that, I was checking you out though, and I seen your knowledge for the game and everything you was doing. I didn't even know about all the other shit till after. And I'm like, man, my boy be doing this stuff. All about how you be networking and you get on with the bishop and you had all these. You're functioning with the people, you know what I mean, you need to be functioning with, man. How was that? Let me turn it around right quick and ask you, how was that for you, man? And how are you able to take all of that in, still do it professionally, but try to work it in with what you're doing? Because at the same time, you're an artist. Now you're doing things, and how do you take that in and make that work with you without doing too much when you're around these people? Like, how does that work for you, networking with all these people you do daily that are big wigs?
What breaks my heart the most is I wish I was really in the studio making music more. Mm-hmm. But I love it, dog. Like this networking lifestyle, helping others gap bridges, making deals happen, shit like that. Just the accomplishment of it, because I've had so many failures and losses and shit. Like when you're laying there homeless and shit, and you're like, fuck, I got all this shit, dog. I got a portfolio. My motherfucking records are blown up. I was just telling my girl, we were arguing and shit. I was like, man, ain't nobody streaming my shit. Like I was just like in a bad mood, dog. You know what I mean? And she popped up this damn report. Millions of streams, dog. Like these things are blowing up. Like shit just passing my head, dog. Like I was just so, you get caught in the tunnel vision. You overwork yourself. You get tired. You help so many people's careers get off the ground, and you're just like, fuck. When are you gonna get the big payoff? You know what I mean? But the real payoff is the beauty around you, dog. Like you said, like fucking, I got my wife, my kids,
that part.
My house. I'm happy, dog. I got all my equipment. I could run a show. I'm like, let's make it happen. I like to show off my accolades a lot now, dog. Like it's just
that part. You said it right there, though. That's important, like you said, because you can get depressed. We all do. We all have times. We have our days, and man, this and that, and then we got to still deal with real life, things that are going on around you, and you got to deal with, but still got to get on here and do these. Like, people don't know what's really going on with you behind, when you get off the show or tomorrow, whatever, you know what I mean? Even like me, you know what I mean? But I've been trained and already programmed to, I've been doing this shit so long, you know what I mean, that I can't, like, you never let them see you sweat, even not that you try to anyway, if something is, but man, no one's ever gonna really know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get on here and still handle my business and still do my stuff and make it look good and all that. You know what I mean? Because this is what we got to do. Life keeps on going, bro, and it ain't gonna stop for none of us. So this is what we realize. But like you said, the accolades sometimes instead of the money or and all that, we all wish we were doing better. But when the love though overrides all that, you can still get on here or do different things that make you happy and proud and you know you accomplish this one thing even if it's small, you know what I mean, but you accomplish that, you help this other person, you got the love, and you know you got people that really love you and fuck with you, you know what I mean, those things mean a lot, and those make up for the other thing, because you already know we doing this, we ain't making no big money off of none of this, you don't really get that way till you really up there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We so when we do this, it's for the love. Trust me. No one on here is getting money like that at all. You know, you appreciate the few dollars and all that, but this ain't nothing to make no living off on. We still gotta do what we do. I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying if you think, you know, just you know what I mean. You have to do it for the love first, and everything else will come. You know what I mean? That's gonna come anyway. You know what I mean? So it's just what I'm just saying that to say it's really about the love first and foremost.
And another thing I thought, like, it's crazy because, like, yeah, you know, you fall in love with certain shit, dog. Like, I never thought I'd be into merchandising and shit, but like,
Right.
that shit feeds my family, dog.
There
You know
you
what I mean?
go.
Like,
See, again, not to cut you off, but when you're doing this, everyone, and I'm saying this again because, like he just said, and everyone you could think of, the music and all this which they did for the love brought other things in and sprouted shit out. All your big wigs right now, your Puffy Combs, your Jay-Z, ask them, like he said, what they made their money off of. It wasn't necessarily this music. The music spawned it, but they all have other companies, liquor, clothing, merchandise, like he said. Now we can sell our merchandise. You have to use this thing to hustle, and that's going to get you the money too. But first, like I said, the foremost, the music, which is the love, is going to bring everything else in.
yeah, she said, you with all the different platforms inspire someone in some way. That's true. You know what I mean? That's why I try to keep my foot in a whole bunch of different platforms. You know what I mean? Like, and I want to be good at everything I do with the lyricism and the rap and hip hop. I love that shit. You know what I mean? So I want to look at every avenue I could touch with hip hop. If it's, you know, helping kids, if it's helping others make a record, if it's helping just giving someone knowledge, consulting somebody on the music game. Uh, you know,
Hey,
you stepped into the clothing and steps into helping people podcast shows. Look at we're doing that cartoon traviesos. That's blowing the fuck up, dog.
amazing,
My son,
amazing,
like I told my
amazing.
lady, my son's gonna be a millionaire before me. He's already
You're
got his.
teaching him, but you're teaching him the game too, and I see him everywhere with you. You know what I mean? So he's watching, you know what I mean, and learning. Let me ask you this one more thing. How important is it, or how of a blessing is it to have like your partner, your wife, be there with you, bro, and she's like DJ Heavenly, knows the game, is in the music. I'm sure that's a plus for you for doing what you do. How important is that, or how much of a blessing is that to have that?
You don't
Because
even
that
know.
ain't easy when you got an old lady, but she ain't in the same, you know, so she ain't doing what you do. So everything you doing, if it ain't, you, you know what I mean?
No, I know. No, let's speak on this. It's so much better to have a woman that supports you and
Yeah,
does the same avenue as you, or even just believes in you. Because
believes
I
in you.
got homies that just their women don't do emails for them. They don't do nothing. Like I'm almost like illiterate, dog. Like all I could read is my rhymes and remember my lyrics. I
Right,
got over 100 songs in my head. I don't know why I could remember them or how, but I can't do a math. I can't. Like she pays the bills. She does everything,
right,
dog. Like for me, like legitly.
right, right,
And that's fucking needed as an artist, you know, especially as a networker trying to get out there and make shit happen because your mind's fucking spinning like a Ferris wheel, dog. It don't stop at the top. You don't get a little view. They don't stop it at the top, you know, for the people at Santa Monica Pier and shit, dog.
right,
Our shit keeps spinning. You know what I mean? Like, and
facts.
she's there. Like, when I'm overthinking, she has the idea. She's like she's a mind reader half the fucking time.
That's dope,
You
man.
know,
I wish, man. That's what I said. That's why I asked you, because it has to be like really dope and a blessing. Because to have someone like your better half, but she's into, you know, the same, not the same thing, but really like, you know, she's supportive and she knows what you're doing, so she can help you that much more. Opposed to sometimes, you know, you got an old lady that not really into that. So everything you're doing, if she's not seeing it per se, you know, that could become a problem. Or you, boom, 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 you doing this, you doing that,
not
and
only a
not really
problem is
understanding.
not only a problem, you won't be successful.
Yeah,
It's mandatory, dog, to
right,
have
right,
that backing to be successful.
for sure, for
And
sure, for sure.
it's discouraging. Like I couldn't imagine. Like I've had like, you know, like women before that didn't help me. And it's
That's
discouraging
what
as
I'm
fuck,
saying.
dog. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you end up just going to work and being like, fuck, this is it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that ain't it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Cricket had that talk the other day. Like, are you willing to sacrifice? Like the
Yeah.
homegirl Natural Red Diva says, secure your reality but chase your dreams.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You got to secure your reality and get your bag, feed your family,
Mm.
but don't fucking stop chasing your dream.
Right. 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 And that's what we do a lot, though, man. We, and like you said, sometimes that happens. And I don't want to say people are forced into it, but like you say, if you don't have that support, and not to say it always how the ball bounces, we don't know, but like you said, you have to have that type of support, man, to push you, because if not, like you said, you will succumb to just bowing out and doing what you have to do just to get someone off your back, or just to survive or maintain. You know what I mean? But you're just gonna be just regular then forever, and you're never gonna, you're always gonna wonder what if. So it's about, you got to have that support and someone like real with you that understands what you're doing. If not, man, you know what I mean? I don't know.
He gave that deep breath right there.
Because I didn't want to say the wrong thing, you know what I mean? But you got to, yeah.
And it's good to have good homies as well, dog. Like,
Yeah.
Incredible Javier and shit like that. Like, we talk every day. Whenever we need something, we'll call each other. I mean, that shit's important, dog. Like, to have that person that'll ground you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I could be a big headed motherfucker. I'll go chill with the bishop, be around every celebrity, and the fucking next
Right.
day, I get that. How did
That's
it go?
right.
You know what I mean?
There
Like,
you
bring
go.
me back down to earth. What's going
That's
down?
what makes you a real one. But that's why I brought up too earlier. I didn't touch on that more, but that's where I was going with that too. Like you said, you could be around all of this. How does that affect you as a whole, to keep it all the way together and keep it solid within yourself and other people you got to deal with when you're not in that atmosphere? You feel
I'm
me?
from a real strong neighborhood, dog. My reservation alone won't let me fucking change
That
up.
part. I remember you told me that in the interview when I asked you about the gang shit. You like, nah, man. So that's dope too, man, that you have a real foundation, bro.
Yeah, and plus, like Cricket, my wife, man, I got some good people in my
You got
corner
real
right
people,
now.
man. If you
We're gonna
got
be
Cricket in your corner, and I know you guys are real tight, you know what I mean? Like I said, that's a real homie, man. I don't say that about a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I already know, bro.
But G-Lew, the Soul of the Streets album. I love this record.
Thank you.
How did the record come about?
I gotta give a shout out to my homeboy DJ Maniac. He really inspired that, because Maniac, that's like one of my main producers now. That is my main guy, and he just always sending me stuff. He's a young dude, man, but real hungry. He always sending me stuff, like every day he's sending me beats. I'm like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? So that came because he was sending me these beats which became Soul of the Streets, and I was just like, wow, they were real soulful. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, this is the soul of the streets, man. So he inspired that, really. You know what I mean? And we're working on a part 2 right now, but he inspired that. So shout out to DJ Maniac.
How long did it take you to record this record?
Well, I that's the thing with me, and that's what I tell Maniac. He's sending me beats all the time. Once it could sometimes it depends. I have to be zoned, like especially I think because where I'm at now and my maturity and how older I am and all that. I'm just not one just all day in the damn studio and just like, and just, I got shit to do. You feel me? So it takes for me to get inspired about a project. Whenever I zone in all the way on something, I zone in on it. So once I was getting these beats and thinking of some songs and stuff for about a month or so. But once I really zoned in and I probably recorded the first song, I didn't stop. So I went in just probably like 2-3 weeks, you know what I mean? I'm not within the month. I knocked it down and then started mixing it and all that. So, once I zone in, that's with anything. But before that, like I said, when I just had ideas, it was going on a couple months. I was just like, okay, and he was just every day sending me beats, and it takes for me to zone in. But once I zone in and get started, I'm knocking it out. So it's about a few weeks.
That's what's up. I'm trying to get my son to pull this up real quick for me. I want to play a couple records. Is it cool if I play a record at least?
Man, play it. Bump that shit, homie. You know what I mean?
Let me pull this up.
Bump the ones you like. I don't know what, but you know what I mean? So bump what you like. Then I got my new shit out right now, Oldies Rule Forever Part 3. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just all oldie samples and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's out now too.
Right, there it is. He's pulling it up. Slap this real quick.
Man, let's go.
All right.
My ass is getting lost right here. Where's it at?
Ooh.
There we go. Boom.
It is time to get active, baby.
Who's that right there?
It's about that time right now.
I don't know.
You need the sirens. Activity.
Where's this coming from?
I don't know what that. I thought that was you, bro. I don't know what that is.
I thought you had somebody calling in right now, dog.
Oh, okay. I thought you was over there hitting buttons on me, bro. I don't know.
Nah, man, that's funny right now. I'm tripping the fuck. I feel like I'm on acid, dog. All right, let's bump the soul of the streets real quick.
With my homie Maniac.
Can you guys hear that?
We represent the 215, the 213, 267, the 323.
I can hear it, but it's like it's not coming in all the way clear.
What about the audience? Can you guys hear that?
Let's go, let's go.
Who in the hell is?
I don't know what the fuck that is, bro.
Did we get hacked?
Sacrifice my
That ain't
years,
on my
all
end.
my tears, all my fears.
What
Now
is
I'm
gonna
living
happen
on
for
the
your boy
edge, homie.
tonight?
All right, you
know
guys,
what that is,
I gotta
bro.
stop this shit
You
real
probably
quick.
got another app going on there or something.
We got
I don't know
motherfucking
what that
hacked,
was.
dog.
Oh, my dude hop late.
I don't know what that is, bro.
Somebody hacked me, dog. You guys didn't get the fuck out of my YouTube. This is the G-Lew show on westcoastreactive.com. Man, my bad, dog. I apologize for that situation. Like a
It's all
ghost
good.
or something, dog.
It's all good, Brody.
These motherfuckers be playing with my emotions, my G.
Said
All right,
everyone
you
can
guys.
see and hear you. You're in the show.
I'm gonna bump the soul of the streets real quick off my phone because this motherfucker, I didn't want to get hacked.
Okay.
All right, this is the Soul of the Streets record. I was bumping this. This is a jam right here, you guys. G-Lew, Soul of the Streets. Go run up the numbers on iTunes and Spotify.
Run it up.
This is
Shout out to DJ Maniac.
This is the soul of the streets. OG G-Lew. From the almighty BC. I'm just gonna speak my truth, speak facts. DJ Maniac. Yeah. Hey. G-Lew, soul of the streets. I'm ahead of my time, 2023. Back with my homie Maniac on the beat. We represent the 215, the 213, 267, the 323, the 818, the 445. We spit that fire. The San Quentin, I shoot that wire. Going higher than I've ever been. Fired on my fake friends. Got it out the mud. Now I'm swimming in the deep end. Homie, this is the life. Sacrifice my years, all my tears, all my fears. Now I'm living on the edge, homie. Never wanna chase pussy, I chase bread. Don't take meds to shake feds. Don't wear red, no offense though, homie. Still need bloodshed. Back from the dead to shed my light, spread my truth. I tell no lies, I bear raw fruits. If money is the root, then our souls are the evil. Cause we living for the dollar, like Marvin said. Homie, make me wanna holler. It's like politics as usual. It don't matter who you know. This is how we get it though. We copy, chop, and split it down the middle. Fuck a middle man, cuz we do no riddle. Shout out to my homie Pizzle, Chill Will, Flossy B, Hank Jizzle, Queen Jean, and DD. In the name of the almighty BC, I'ma keep it 3G. Yours truly, cuz G-Lew. Soul of the streets. I'm the soul of the streets, homie. G-Lew. 89 original. Been there, done that, done it all, seen it all, lived it all. Just trying to give a call to the wild, to the youth, to the truth. DJ Maniac, you did that.
Yeah, that's bad right there. Shout out to DJ Maniac. Yeah, rest in peace to my homeboy Smokey, man. He died of COVID last year, bro. Speaking of COVID, man. Rest in peace.
This is DJ.
Soul of the Streets, yo. Man, that's that good vibe music. You got that on point, Heavenly.
Thank you. Shout out to Heavenly. What up? Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Shout out to
I had to
Maniac
play
too.
that because I miss hip hop, dog. You know, I love hip hop. I love a good vibe. I love a cut record into a hip hop beat. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
What inspired you to make the Soul of the Streets record, my G?
Like I said again, it was really like DJ Maniac, man. Just he was sending me those beats, man, because like sometimes my mind be on what I want. Like at the time, like recently, like I said, I was on the oldies shit, so I like wanted to do the oldies part 3, just oldies samples and stuff. And he was sending me, like before I did that, he was sending me all the Soul of the Streets, all this stuff, the original. And I was like, man, Luke, sample this for me. And what I learned with like DJ Maniac, like he's cool. He could do me some samples, but he really likes to make his original like shit like that soulful stuff, man. So he was sending me those beats just back to back. I was like, man, okay, you know. And I just started zoning in, and I was like, man, this is just soulful, you know what I mean? And I called it Soul of the Streets, bro.
No, that's what's up, my G. And I appreciate music like that because everyone needs to just relax and chill and roll down the block, enjoying life. You know what I mean? Too much hate, too much evil music out there. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, it's too much of that, man. Yeah, man. You know, we gotta have, even with R&B ain't even the same no more. Even the R&B, they be on some thugging, like really, like, you know, it's like, man, we don't have any, like, nothing to really relax. It's out there though, you know what I mean? It's just what they promote is the bullshit, you know. But that's why it's good we have YouTube and places we could go find good music. But it is something out there, man. So support your artists that need to be supported, man. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely. And for everyone calling in right now, this is the G-Lew Show and Big Sonics at WestCoastReactive.com. The phone number is on the screen, 626-569-8299. We are raffling off a pair of sucker duckers from Mama Debbie in Chicago. I'm almost to 1,000 subs.
That's the lady with the cups.
Huh?
Debbie,
yeah, she's the one who makes
the lady.
She makes the cups. So call in, say some good words for the homie G-Lew, and we'll send you out these sucker duckers. And these are fucking. She makes Little John shit, Snoop Dogg shit, all the crunk, and anything you've ever seen in the. You know, she makes all my pimp cups. She is the legendary herself. So they come from Chi-Town. She made these sucker duckers right here. She put the double R on them for me, Res.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, that's hard. Nasty Nick up here doing it, y'all.
Nah, but for real, you guys win a pair of sucker duckers. Call in and say something to G-Lew, man. So what's going on? What's next for Big G-Lew Show, my dog?
Man, it don't stop, man. I just like, I want to elevate, and you know how this stuff goes. It goes, you know, from time to time. You have to keep being inspired, man, you know, because if not, you get stagnant. And sometimes, and I'm a victim of that too sometimes, you know. It's just like, man, you know, but it's just, I want to just grow, you know what I mean? And when I say grow, I don't mean just like numbers of views. I mean, really, my content has to grow. I want to grow and just get better at what I'm doing. If I want to still do it, if not, you know, I need to just kick back. But if I want to do it, I want to grow, you know what I mean? So I want to stay inspired. I want to keep going to the next level. I want to interview people, you know, that I haven't interviewed, but I want to do better interviews, you know what I mean? And so that's just what next for me. Always just wanted to get better and greater. And you know, it don't stop, bro. We got to interview this. Well, we got to interview. I'm glad you on here because this is your family originally. The homegirl Thug Angel is gonna be on Friday, man. You know, I'm really hyped about that one, man. You know what I mean? Because I know with her, this is what I'm talking about when you want to give a good interview, because that's someone who is real deep and passionate. We could talk about the music and all that, but you already know this girl's story is serious, man. And so I just want to give a good, not even interview, but conversation, and hope I do that well and get to really capture, you know, what this young lady is about, man, because she's special, bro. So Friday I got Thug Angel, you know, your homegirl, your little homegirl, man. She'll be on Friday, bro.
Hey man, that's dope as fuck. It's hard to even get her to open up. Shout out to Thug Angel. She's the dark angel of all darkness. She's fucking wicked, cruel hearted. Nah, just say I love that girl, man. She gave me a few gray hairs on my chin, dog. She puts us through hell over here. Yeah, she's like my corrupt.
Right. She hard though, dog. She hard, and I mean, I don't even like to put the Pac on it because I know she loved Pac and all that. But boy, she like Pac had a baby, had a girl. That's her, man.
No, that's actually how I found her, dog. She was freestyling over Tupac beats on Facebook and shit, and she
If
was
he had a little
killing.
Mexican girl, he was. If he had a little fair. He had a daughter he didn't know about. That's her right there, for sure.
Huh? Fucking, he's reincarnated as a woman, dog.
Oh my
Fucking Doug
God.
Angel. She's fucking out there on the
But she's
block.
really real about it. I know some people just be putting the extras. You know, they love Pac, but she for real, man. Man,
Yeah,
hey, she is for real, man. She's serious about it, bro.
yeah, she's streaming numbers, dog. I was looking at her report the other day. She's streaming a couple million
Dude, she's hard,
views right
man.
now. So
She just gotta, man. Whenever it go all the way there, and she just becomes, you know, it just everything comes all the way together how it should, and it will. She's gonna be a problem, man.
yeah, hopefully she'll jump on my show one of these days. That'll be an honor to have her get on my show. I mean, she's over there getting on everyone else's show, but she
Nah,
ain't
but to be cool, but to be real, she ain't got on. You know, she rarely does interviews. I'm really honored to have her on. This been something I've been wanting for a minute. I know she got on with the homie Javier. You know what I'm saying? And but I know you are a part of all that. You know, but I loved her. I fell in love with her there, man. You know what I mean? Just from a standpoint of just this girl is real, man. You know, her passion, and she's just, man. So I'm just honored to have her. Even a lot of people may not know who she is and all that, but I'm like real. I'm already like, I've been thinking about this all week, man. Like, you know, I want to be prepared for this, man. And I know she's excited and been showing her gratitude and love. So it should be a great interview, man. Conversation.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, that's crazy because Spice One, same thing, dog. Fell in love with her right away. Had all kinds of ideas for her. Just wanted her to do better with herself. So that's crazy. I mean, that's good. I mean, the way people gravitate towards her, I try to tell her all the time, you know, how special she is, dog. And that's you know, I hope nothing for the best for this girl, for real, in the world. Shit.
You know, it just sometimes just takes time, man. It just takes some time, man. You know what I mean? So it'll hopefully come all together, man. You feel me?
Most definitely. And everyone, I want you to go tune into that show tomorrow and show the homegirl some love. It's what time's the podcast at tomorrow?
9:30, bro.
9:30, man. You guys gonna be up late. Okay, I'm gonna have my shit ready to go by 9:30. I'm gonna be tuned in, man, and I'm gonna be sharing up. G-Lew, any shout outs you want to give tonight, my dog?
Man, I want to first and foremost give a shout out to you, your whole Get Down West Coast Reactive, Big Silencer, DJ Heavenly, the whole crew, your son, everyone who had a part in making this happen. Thank you for the invite and having me on here. I had a great time, man. I love to just be on a place so I can express myself, you know. So thank you for that. I also want to give a shout out to my team. You know, shout out to Dee Dee Harrison, shout out to Queen Jean, Big Flossie, Hank Norman, OG Music, everyone behind the scenes, DJ Maniac, and you know, Nay Love, you know, all the people that rock with me, man, and make things happen. Thank you. And rest in peace to my pops, since all this music and stuff we're talking about was inspired by him. Rest in peace. And shout out to my daughter too. I love you, Deidre. And that's it, homie.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, G-Lew, I want to be a part of anything you do, big, like a documentary about your life, anything like that, dog. Just hit me up. You need any help with merchandising, anything, dog. Like I'm about this shit, and LA ain't far. I know you're out here all the time, dog. You know what I mean? So let's have lunch next time you're out here and talk about some moves and shit, dog. You know what I mean?
We go, and we got some music too. We got to get on with. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna send you some stuff too. So yeah. Be on the
studio
lookout, man,
is hooked up, so anyone wants a verse, get at me, man. I got hooks, verses. Dildo Respect's got the beats on deck, and we are the #1 independent podcast in the world, other than G-Lew and Incredible Javier and about a couple other cats out here doing it really big. I appreciate you, my G. Keep inspiring us young, upcoming people in the game. Don't ever stop doing what you do, dog, because we need the music out here. Keep bringing that oldies vibe. Keep bringing the good hip hop. Keep bringing the great interviews. We're listening.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate all that love and everything you said. I received it and took it in, and I appreciate homies, little younger homies like you, man, that really have a love for the game and really out here putting paint where it ain't and doing what you're supposed to do to take this shit further and farther and ahead. You know what I mean? So much love to you, homeboy, Big Silencer, and shout out to you and your whole Get Down, man. West Coast, we always active. G-Lew, the G-Lew Show. Love y'all. Peace.
Ain't it, man?
Ain't it, man? Ain't it,
Yeah.
man? Shout out to the church, man.
Be on the lookout for this feature because we're gonna blow them out the motherfucking socks, y'all. Church
part.
on the motherfucking move.
That part.